Well, hello everybody, my name is JJamJim, and welcome to Rimworld Beta 18. We are no longer in Alpha, we are officially in Beta, and I am diving right into a brand new Let's Play series, so welcome. Here's the deal. I'm playing with mods. I'm playing with all the mods that, and some new ones that are currently updated for Beta 18. Here's the thing, I couldn't wait for some of the mods to be updated because I'm just that impatient. So we are going to start a brand new colony. Normally I would start with a story, you know, we would dive right into it. I was even coming up with some ideas for some stories that I would start with for Beta 18. However, as of this moment, the Prepare Carefully mod is not updated. And I really don't want to wait because I love Rimworld and I want to play it like right now. So we're going to just do a typical crash landed scenario, and I decided that what we're going to do is, well, we're going to do a typical crash landed, but we are going to disable the resource pod crash because I think it's dumb and I don't like it. Because as many of you know who've watched my other Rimworld series, I don't like it. It's, don't drop a bunch of weed on top of my base and then I can just pick it up. It's weird. So we're not playing with that, but everything else will be the same. And we're going to do Randy Extreme. Now, every single one of my playthroughs, I've always done it with Cassandra. And I have been playing Randy in my live streams just to sort of like to mix it up. And he's been quite an asshole, and I like it. And he's really fucked me over several times, and I really want to explore that more because, as we all know who plays Rimworld, we love getting destroyed. So I'm going to do Randy Extreme. We are going to do 50% of the map, and we're going to call this Randy's Revenge, because why not? Rain temperature, that is fine. Gonna generate the world. My goal for this is to get off the planet, but I want to go to the ship. Now, there are several new biomes. I'm going to go through sort of the differences that are from vanilla versus the mods that I'm using, because there are going to be significant differences, and we'll talk through most of those as we go here. But that will be very apparent right away when you see some of the new stuff that's going on if you haven't touched any of Beta 18 yet. So, we are worktions, so you'll see right here, all these are a little bit more colored, there's more of them on the map, and I think it's pretty snazzy. So let's take a look at this new, oh yeah, let me show you that real quick here. So, tons of more factions, which will be more interaction, more things like that, more fights, all that will be very, very fun. More diplomacy, all that jazz. As you'll see right off the bat, new in Beta 18, all the big landmarks like mountain ranges and deserts and oceans are all named randomly, of course. And there are new biomes as well. There is Tropical Swamp, which is basically very thick, dense forest. It's also very hard to build on because it's very marshy. And it's very slow, and I think the diseases, yeah, you can see here the disease frequency is 2 per year, which is quite a bit. And there's also Temperate Swamp as well, although I don't know, can't see anything off your hand. Here we go, Temperate Swamp, there's that. We also have Cold Bog is another one. Let's see if I can find a cold bog. There we go. Rat Bayou here is a cold bog, which I actually don't know what this is, and I'm kind of interested in it. So we may end up doing this here, actually. 20 days of growing. We're probably gonna have to do most of it inside. It's gonna get very cold, but I'm interested to do the cold bog. It sounds very challenging and awful. So maybe we should try that. In fact, here's another one over here. This has got a road, but I would like to have some mountain things, because another one of the things is there's now caves, which offers some different sort of vegetation and things like that. But I think I'm going to try for the cold bog. Maybe like right in here. This is kind of weird. 20 days of growing. It's a little less cold. Marble, sandstone, and granite. 0.8 disease per year. Animals can graze, which is good. Or do we want to go right on the coast here? Slate and granite. Now let's pick this little spot here in the middle here and see where we kind of land. Right south of the Rat Basin and the new Iraxosk Basin. And let's see, are there any cold bogs down here? Do we want to just take a peek? This is a very interesting looking map, isn't it? Here's another one, but again, there's some small hills there, but nothing substantial. Oh, here's some more. Well, that's tundra. Cold bog. Small hills. Could go down here as well, but then we're really cramped in here. It might be very hard to move about. Now, I think we're gonna go back up here, where we were on the eastern coast here, and we're just gonna plop right into this little spot. I'm going to make sure that we do the large map, 300 cells. As it is stated in the description below, we are going to do a reroll. Before I get started here, because I'm just going to click next, I'm not even going to look at all at who we get, and we're just going to roll with it and see what happens. So here we go. I'm just going to hit next and next again. Alright, so this will be interesting. New map, I've never seen a cold bog at all. I've looked at the tropical swamp, and okay. It's a lot of vegetation, actually. So, one of the other mods I have is, look at these guys. Goddamn Yorkshire Terrier. Named Starlight. Ugh. Yorkshires are the worst because they can't do anything. And, they're just kind of annoying. Anyway. For some reason, yeah, they can only release... That's dumb. Probably end up releasing it at someone and then just use it as a weapon. Okay, so here's the cold bog. I'm assuming it's very similar to some of the other things. We have some trees here that are very different. These are maple trees. That's pretty cool. Lots of vegetation. Probably can't build on any of this stuff. No, you cannot build on marshy soil. So that's going to be pretty tough, actually. I'm assuming this is also an ancient danger. But we may want to use this stuff to build in while we get our bearings set. Actually, there's a couple of them. But yeah, we actually do have installed where is it? Is it under MISC? Nope. Furniture. Production. There we go. We have bridges. The Rainbow's basic bridges and also fishing mods. And these are actually probably going to be very helpful because we might need to use them to bridge across all this terrain that we can't build on. And then we also have the fishing as well. I have more fences, or a fences mod, fences and floors, which I've never really dabbled with them too much, but I kind of like the idea of having like a chain link fence and like a wood fence for like penning in animals and things. Yeah, here's the fishing spot. We can put this anywhere, and they'll just fish. That's really cool. Some Furniture Plus mod, or the More Furniture mod, which gives you just more options for furniture, more floors as well. What else do we have here? A trading spot, which is really handy for where your traders go. The Rimfridge mod, which is really nice. Gives you refrigerators, so then you can put them in like rooms and then they won't spoil, like meals and things. Anything else? Oh, the wall light mod, which I'm very, very excited about. And also, I think I have the expanded cloth mod, which means that you have to grow cotton, and then there's like a workbench, and you have to make the cotton into cloth, which makes a lot more sense than just growing a plant and then cloth comes out of it. So, just for role-playing purposes, I like that mod quite a bit. I also have basic, let's go into the research tab here. yeah, this is going to look like a little bit of a mess. We have some armor crafting mods as well. I have this weapon tech mod, which is really interesting. You have to research certain things before you can build them, like optics for building rifles, self-loading actions to build more manable turrets, which are really interesting. And there's a bunch of new guns in this mod as well, which is really cool. Prosthetics, so we can build bionics for our friends, and animal bionics as well. And in the main one, there's like a few extra ones here from mods, but a thing to notice, and this is a bad example because apparently machining and smithing are already researched, but if you were to start completely vanilla, they've added so it used to be that if you research electricity, you could immediately go to microelectronics basics and research it. Now you can't anymore. You have to have machining and smithing both researched as they lead into each other before you can research microelectronics basics, so it sort of slows down the mid-game a bit, which is really, really cool, actually, which is why I used to like doing tribal starts, because it felt like when you did regular crash landed, it would always move too fast in terms of how fast you could get to the research, so I think that's a really, really good addition. I also have the allow all tool, which is just absolutely phenomenal, so we're gonna forbid everything across the map. What else? Oh, I have different looking ship chunks mod. I don't know if we're gonna have any right now, but basically you have the regular ones, and then you also have, oh shoot, where's another one? Maybe it's not on the map right now. I can't really find it, but, so when ship chunks come down, when they crash land, there's ones that are different, ones that give you like some gold, ones that give you plasteel, that sort of thing. So that's really cool. There's also new events, and I also have a seasonal weather mod as well, which should change the weather, but unfortunately we're probably in permanent winter here. So there you go. We are on the 2nd of August, which I guess is just winter for us. But I think we can grow right now. Yeah, so we can grow from the 11th of April, May to the 1st of September. Okay, so it is the growing season right now, so we're going to have to take advantage of that pretty soon here. Let's take a look at some of our people. We have David, Table, and Bowden. Okay. We have David, who cannot fight. He is a jealous and volatile. Ooh, that's nasty combination. Can do most other things, though. Can intellectual, but good medic, good social skills. It's really handy when you have a pacifist who is also very good at medicine, because that is very, very important. So that's not the worst. Okay, then we have Table here. Jake Table Madams. He is abrasive, psychically deaf, and a fast walker, but he's good at shooting, fighting, also good medic. Great construction. Can't plant work, but that's not the worst. Okay, and then we have Bowden here, who is garbage at fighting, but can grow and mine and craft and research. Okay, psychically hypersensitive and very neurotic is really, really bad combination. Holy shit. Yeah, that's not good. We may have to get him a tinfoil hat. But he's an ascetic, so he doesn't really care what bedroom he has. Another new button in Beta 18 is the Banish button. You can now banish colonists for whatever reason you want. No reason at all if you'd like. So that's really fun. Starlight here, fine, we'll train Starlight, because whatever. Another mod I have that I'm really interested to look into is a new priorities mod, which basically just... There's been tons of mods like these in the past, but this one I just came across, and it's sort of like a mid-tier one that doesn't go too nuts and is really intensive, because some of them were just, my god, the amount of jobs you could like filter through is just too much. But this one is kind of nice, because it splits up things that sometimes you'd really, really like to split up, like surgeon or a doctor, or refueling, or training animals versus like milking and slaughtering animals and things like that. Fishing, butchering, and cooking, so you can have different people doing different jobs. Brewing, you know, a lot more specific jobs. Deconstructing and versus constructing, which is really, really handy, because sometimes I want someone to construct something over repair, or vice versa, or sometimes I really want people to deconstruct over doing anything else. Drilling, let's see, you can have people specifically making drugs, refining, crafting, loading, cremating, and then of course there's Hull Plus as well. So we're gonna have to do that. I'm gonna set up some priorities right away. I usually like to do joy time at the end. This is something actually new, and one of my subs gave me this idea to have joy at the end of the day. I used to have it right in the afternoon. You know, like from 12 to 1, you would have your joy time. But do it right before they go to bed, because then this just disrupts their workday too much. Now they can just work all day. I also trim back a little bit of how long I want them to sleep, because sometimes they don't need to sleep as long, and you don't generally need to have them, like, actually have 8 hours sleep, you know, work schedules or whatever. Or sleep schedules, I mean. Okay, wow, a lot of talking. Okay, yeah, we're gonna train you up, that's fine. We don't have any research yet. We don't have any history. Let's take a look at our factions here. A couple people don't like us, but they're not hostile. This Outlander Union is hostile against us. Hostile, okay, a bunch of different things. Now, just as a little bit of a side note, generally speaking, when I create Rimworld series, like I've said, I do, I create an elaborate story, and I create, using the Prepare Carefully mod, all of the characters and their little quirks and all those things. And so my goal is that when Prepare Carefully is ready, and some of the more mods are ready, I don't know, maybe like a week or two or something like that, I would love to start another potentially series, no promises, but I'd love to start another potential series that we could do that has sort of that thing, that my more traditional route of creating Rimworld's playthroughs. Now, this could only go 4 episodes, and then we all die. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know if these guys are gonna make it or not. 3 dudes, I mean, they look like schmucks, for sure. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But let's set up some priorities, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so here are the priorities that I have set up. I mean, these are all going to shift and change, and once we get new colonists, we can dabble and change a few things up. But a couple things I want to just point out. So, firefighting, all ones, patient ones, except for the people who can doctor. Now, surgeon is not as high of a priority, of course, as doctoring, so I keep that low. Bed rest, 1 for everybody. Hall plus, 1 for 2 people, just in case. Bowden is going to be our primary researcher, and I want to get cracking on that pretty quickly. So I would not have him. So Haul Plus is basically like, if you want something hauled immediately, essentially, it's a lot more of a higher priority job than the hauling over here. And you know, if he's researching, I don't want him to walk away when another person could easily do it who's a little closer. And that's sort of the same. I've been sort of like looking at how I prioritize things, and I'm trying to make some shifts. And one of them is sort of Flick. I was thinking about Flick the other day, and to me, it's one of those things where I don't actually use it that often. I always used to just put it on 1. I don't even use it that often, and usually when I do use it, I will tell someone to actually go do it, like immediately. So I'm just going to put it on 4, because if someone, again, like the Hall Plus, if someone is very far away and I tell them to flick something, I don't want them to have to like stop their job to do it when I can just have someone else do it, you know, manually. And I'm okay with that, because I don't flick things that often. Rearm, I'm just going to have 2 people do that, and same with refueling. I'm going to try to keep Bowden's jobs to a little bit of a minimum as much as possible. I will have him do some things. We have wardening, cooking, all these things, blah, 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 blah. I haven't set up any of these things because we're not going to do much of this yet. And then I'm alternating hauling and cleaning. So that's good. Restrictions are all fine. Okay, let's take a look at shooting skills. You're not going to pick up anything. You are definitely going to have the survival rifle or the bolt action rifle. And I guess you'll take the revolver, although you can't really shoot, can you? All right. So let's see where we are on this map and where we want to go. A lot of water. However, this is really nice. There are 2 steam geysers right next to each other. So I feel like we should probably set up right in and around here. It would be nice to do this, but I have a feeling that this is an ancient danger. Oh. Maybe it's not. Nope, it is. Okay, yeah, that was close. You almost had me there, Randy. It is an ancient danger. So that kind of sucks. But I'm going to make sure that we know this is an ancient danger. I'm going to put a D on this thing here. Like that. There. D for danger. Alright, so we may want to hold up in this little room here because I do want to... The amount of fires that I can foresee are going to be massive. Just massive. And I'd like to avoid that. So we are going to want to build things out of the materials that don't burn, like stone, as fast as possible. This is marble. Actually, this is marble as well. We do have marble on the map. And what is it? Granite? No, sandstone. Marble and sandstone. And I think we also have granite too. Yeah, we do. Okay. But a lot of sandstone. Okay. And this is also marble. I would hold up in here. However, I don't like being so close to the edge of the map. Because if you build too close to the edge of the map, and let's say someone's out here chopping wood, and a raid spawns, you're fucked. There's no way you're going to be able to get your colonists back in time. It just gives you less time to react to things like that. And so I like to steer clear of the map edges, if possible. We could hole up down here as well, which isn't the worst. It's actually a little bit bigger of an area, and we could always migrate north. Yeah. Okay. I think we're actually going to do that instead. I may take down this marble wall, actually. So it's going to be interesting with all these new priorities and things, because I don't really know how that's all going to work. So let's take that down. Let's set up a stockpile zone. We're not going to be able to build on this. Or this. Yeah, so... Yeah, okay. Well, we can build on some of it, I suppose, but not really anything outside of here. So what we might want to do is, once we deconstruct that, I think maybe extend out to here and connect to this little thing, and then we can use that. I would actually go up to this wall, but we can't build on it. Just can't do it. So maybe we, for now, let's just put the stockpile in here. Something like that. We'll call this, what else would we call it but main stock? Storage, not rotten and not human-like, but animals are fine in case we hunt, and no chunks, of course. Everything else is fine. To that end, let's set up a dumping stockpile. Maybe we can put that on here and make this like a, I don't know, can use it as a little bit of a defensive wall for now. Stone and slag. This is going to no mechanoids. You know what, we're going to clear all, actually. Normal priorities, fine. Just chunks. And then we'll set up a third stockpile for rotten. And we're going to put that just somewhere kind of far away that we don't like. Oh, there's also marble down here. That will be very, very good. Let's just do it like behind here. This is going to be rotten. Somewhere where our colonists won't go. Clear all, critical priority for rotten, and we will allow animal corpses and human-like corpses. Good. Let's do, I guess right away, we'll do steel doors, and I guess we'll just put 2 right in there where there's holes already. That'll be fine. We'll also deconstruct that as well, and then we'll pull the floras up to... okay, let's get jumping here. While we have the opportunity to build, we should, It's really deceiving because I'm assuming this is so hot because of all the trees and the dense vegetation and all this stuff, but it's not. It's gonna get cold and it's gonna freeze and it's gonna be very, very strange. But I'm looking forward to it. But what I was saying to that end is we need to start growing, like ASAP, like a big. Is this like extra fertile? Rich soil. It has extra fertility down here. So what if we did... I don't like to build right next to the walls. So what if we just did a nice big growing zone and we're just going to make it... Potatoes are fine. There's going to be a lot of trees they have to get out of there. What are these trees? Cypress. Willows. Very, very cool. David's going to throw up. That's okay. I would like these to be hauled urgently, and this as well. And this as well, and so is the plasteel knife. The rest of it I don't really care about. Sorry, table, you can go do your thing. I'm also going to want to harvest some of the heal root pretty quickly here. So we can have another option for heal root. The other thing about, not that. The other thing about the new work priority factors is growing is directly tied to plant cutting, which makes a ton of sense. If you are good at growing, you're going to be good at plant cutting. If you're bad at growing, you're not going to be good at plant cutting. So totally makes sense, and I'm very happy that that is in that mod. We have to claim this so we can repair it if things go awry. Let's set up a. I'm going to set up a roof to go one tile over because we are going to have to worry about snow and things. And that's going to slow things down even more in winter. Oh boy. So it's going to be very interesting. Furniture, I think we can do beds right away. Do have the quality build mod on. Who is really good at constructing? Is anybody? Table actually is very, very good. So what if we set these all to good beds? Can we do that? Let's find out. That would actually help a lot if we could do that. I love the facial stuff. Look at this. Their heads bob, they blink. If they get their eyes ripped out, you can see like there's a little hole in their socket for where their eye was. It's a brilliant, brilliant mod. Definitely recommend. It just adds, it's really nice because for me, it adds a complete level of like empathy and different things to the narrative because you can see when they're like angry and you can see all those things and they just have so much more personality that it just really adds a lot. But not like outside of the Rimworlds, you know, it still feels like it should be part of Rimworld, which is also good. All right, let's remove all that floor and get some of that material back. I do like that also in this work priority mod that deconstruct is before constructing. Because oftentimes what happens is you would have one of your colonists would deconstruct a wall, and if there's something being made of that, they would stop, they would grab the blocks, go over here, put it in, come back, do this. But now they deconstruct first. That makes a lot more sense. A lot more sense. So I'm very happy about that. Okay. We're gonna have to get you guys like good clothing too by the time it rolls around. Although it is 75 out right now, so that's pretty warm actually. I'm also gonna want to get stone cutting up very, very soon. I think we're gonna here. Let's remove this floor as well, and then kind of marble blocks. Okay, so let's see here. That works out great, and then that works out great. We'll do a door there and a door there. Not sure what we're going to use this for, but it's going to be, you know, not really. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, but we're going to have plenty of wood. I'm not really concerned about wood, so I think for power, what we're going to do immediately is a generator. It's kind of a pain in the ass to refuel, but again, for refueling, I have this as a top priority for table. So if something needs to be refueled, that is the first thing he's going to do, which is really nice. Another thing that is new in Beta 18 is now there are construction levels needed for certain items. For the woodfill generator, the construction needed is a 4. To build a solar generator, 6. And a 4 for the turbine. The batteries do not apparently have them, but there are other things that take that. So that's really actually something that's taken into consideration when building your base. Is like how good are your constructors, and they're a lot more needed now. So, very interesting. All right, I'm going to pop that there. And looks like David... Could we not build that? Where's table? Why are you over here? Okay. Well. I don't really want to get you up. Are you the one that's, like, all pissy? No. No, you're gonna be fine. The jealous volatile sucks. Volatile's just shitty because you don't even get the, like, at least with neurotic, you get a work speed boost. Like 40%, and then your mental break's 14, but volatile's just 15 straight up with nothing. But yeah, if we have psychic drones, yeah, Bowden is going down. He is going to break, like, immediately. We're all playing on Randy Intense, so things are going to be quite interesting. There are also natural disasters now in Rimworld. There are tornadoes, and is there other things as well? I know tornado is the big one, and that can be absolutely devastating if you are not prepared for it. Well, you can't even be prepared for it. It's if it goes through your base, your base is gonna be ruined. But it's kind of nice because I think what their purpose of doing that was to shake things up in late game when you think like, oh, everything's built and I have my defenses and everything's good, and it kind of shakes you up a little bit, which I think will be really, really good. Probably should also harvest some berries so we're not eating all of the survival meals. We should have plenty of berries around here too. Yeah. There's a few there. A few there. Even more right here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. There's some more up here as well, but that's a lot I've queued up. So, I don't even know where that is on the priority list. Is that a 2? Yeah, it's 2 for Bowden. So he actually might do that, but he's got a lot of growing to do. Ah, refugee chased. Wow, okay. That's really, really quick. I also have the Refugee Stats mod and the Wanderer Stats mod, as well as the Hospitality mod installed, of course. So now we can kind of see what these people are like. So this person is incapable of dumb labor. They're misandrist and abrasive. Not great. But they do have a passion for medicine, cooking, construction, mining, and art. Uni is coming. She's being chased by outlanders. She's 21 years old. Seeing as how we haven't gotten our first raid yet, I'm wondering if it's going to only be one person. I think we're going to take her. So here goes Uni. She's completely bald and naked. Wow. Okay. She can't really fight at all. I was a little afraid of that. Do have a high passion for cooking. You're terrible at it, though. You also have a passion for construction. Okay. Can't dumb labor, though, which blows. But you're a very good artist, so that's probably what you'll end up doing in a later stage. Also, they're your rivals. Oh, because you're a misandrist. Oh, right. I maybe shouldn't have taken her, now that I think about it. But, Uni, I guess we're going to give you the knife. And you're going to hate everyone here. So that's good. Bad start. Okay, Uni's going to come. She's also pissed because she's naked. Which, can't blame her. And we'll see what the raid is like. Do you hear that? New sound for the raid as well. Yeah, it's just gonna be one. So it's just Ash here. She has a bolt-action pistol. And she's actually one that might be worth taking if she goes down. She's from the village of Oberon. Let's take a look at that real fast here. I think it's an Outlander Union. Yeah, okay. So they're hostile at 47, but I think we could turn them if we wanted to. So, I guess we're going to go right into fighting mode. What is this at? It's normal. We're going to take it. Table and Bowden, right? Yeah. Okay, you two. Up. We're going to stand here and fight. Ash. Hurry up, Uni. We may try to kite Ash a bit. Yep, she's going to stand right there, which sucks. Oh, yeah. Direct hit to Bowden. In the left leg. Okay. So he's going to be slower to... Peace talks opportunity. Okay. This is also a new thing. There's a bunch of new messages and things, so we could improve the relations with their faction, and we would have to send a negotiator to them. I'll just show you how it looks here. So basically, peace talks, you basically go to this tile, you send it to someone who's really good at social, and then you can get some of that that good karma back. I'm going to back you guys up. Oh, I also... Okay, here's another big mod that I totally forgot to bring up. I have the new mod called RunAndGun. It allows you to run and shoot at the same time, which is totally going to change combat. And I don't know how it's going to go yet, but... Basically, while you're running, you can fire at your enemy with just, you don't get as, obviously you don't have as good of accuracy. So, your enemies can also do it. So, that's going to be very, very interesting to see how that all plays out. But, okay, we need to get a hit on Ash. Okay, she's going to stand behind that rock now, which isn't great. Okay, Uni, cutting a willow tree. Okay, how about you come up here? Okay, shooting at David. David, get inside. Okay. Okay, here she comes. Okay, we hit her. We hit her once. Just once, though, in her arm. All right. You get inside. You, David, you get over here. And Uni, get inside. Starlight, don't get shot. Well, whatever. Nice, another hit in her right leg. Okay, so she's very slow. Nice, another headshot. Table. One more hit, I think, or she's gonna go down. Come on, here we go. We can do this. Come on, guys. Here we go. Another headshot. Good. Table has very good cover right now. Come on. Can we just take her down, please? But another hit. God, she's really... She have like special... She's got an armored vest on her. So let's hope that we don't kill her, so we can strip that from her. Can we flank even? Come on, guys. Seriously? What is this? There we go. Okay, we downed her. Fantastic. She's gonna die in 7 hours. Bowden. Yeah, you need to rest. You need to go rest. Uni. Going to actually have you come here and strip her down and probably just take her clothes. And I think we don't have anything built to like put her in, but maybe we build a very small area to put her in. Table, can you prioritize building this right away? But let's definitely strip her down. And I'm going to have you actually take her pistol. Equip that instead. Okay, equip that. Wear the armored vest. Wear the t-shirt. Pants. And the duster. I know they're awful, but... Okay, and then... She's gonna die in 6 hours. You'll never haul. Right. Well, Table's gonna get this up for you, and hopefully... if we can... I don't know if she's gonna make it, honestly. But now you have clothes, so that's good. And a weapon. David needs tending. Who is our doctor? It is David. David, tend to Bowden. That is fine, but do not use the good meds. I think you're going to be able to do it just fine this way. Hopefully. You're a very good doctor, so let's hope that you can actually... not bad. Let's hope you don't have any infections. Yeah, we're not going to be able to save you, Ash. Probably. It's too many trees to cut down. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Oh, Uni, we have to set your priorities. So, you are also a good doctor. And a decent surgeon. Bed rest 1. You will not haul. You can do flicking at a 4. Not gonna have you do any of these things. Although, you do have a high passion for that stuff, so, do it if you can. That's fine. Table, I'm gonna put you down as a 3 there, but you can butcher it at 2. So then this just puts Uni at cooking. I guess you can also fish at a 3. Sure. High priority construction. Yeah, let's do this sort of a setup. I think repairing can be last. Maybe it should not be last for someone. So maybe David repairs, and he deconstructs at a lower priority. That's fine. Mine, you will mine for us for sure. Well, we don't have drilling just yet. No art just yet either. I guess you can research if you have nothing else to do. It's fine. It's fine for now. Yeah, sorry, Ash. There's just no way. There's just no way. Awful. Come on, Table. Heal that left leg up, Bowden. We're gonna need you. Yeah, I think Ash is toast. That means we're gonna have to set up graves. Where do we want to put the graves? I wish I could put them in the marsh so we just don't waste precious land. Oh, I can put them in the marshy soil though, which we also can't build on. So there you go. That is good. Let's put you actually over here in the marsh. It's like the dead marshes from like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, sorry, Ash. But at least we got some clothes out of you. I guess I don't need this anymore. I'm actually gonna yeah. I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up, I guess, in case we have another situation. Excellent bed. Oh, that's great. I'm gonna leave the normal one. We need another bed, though. We need another bed. Make sure it's good quality. Did we shoot that? Oh. Oh, we're just, I see. Shoddy. Yeah, we don't want shoddy. Can you do this? Just so we all have a bed to sleep in tonight. That would be great. David is going to go for a walk. Poor. Yeah. I'm going to say no. I want you to do it again. You feed Bowden. That's very nice of you. Work on that. Okay, David, while you're out, can you build these graves? A good bed. Fantastic. So we have normal, normal, excellent, and good. And we may as well build another bed in there. Make sure it's good as well, just because it's such a cramped little space. We can use that as a very, very temporary prison room type of thing. And do that. We'll wall over this as well. Perfect. Actually gonna go over that. In fact, I think we're gonna do 2 here, because what I'm gonna want is the butcher table outside here. Which I know is bad temperature. We can always bring it inside later, but just for now, I think it's fine. And with that, I think we're going to put an end to the very first episode of Beta 18. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video and this is your first time here, please do consider subscribing. It is very, very helpful to me and to build this community together. And do hit the like button if you did enjoy the video as well. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Rimworld Beta 18. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.